Hello everyone, welcome back to Scale Customs. In this video, instead of me showing you guys a model car this time I'm going to show you guys a new RC boat that I just got. It's not like new, it's not a brand new boat, but it's new to me, and I'll give you a closer look in a second. I'll explain how I got it. A friend of mine, he gets RC cars and stuff all the time. He goes on Craigslist and trades one car for another, and then that car for this one, and he's always getting deals and trading stuff. And he didn't do that with this, I don't think. I think he's had this boat for a really long time. But I had a Traxxas Rustler, and it didn't have a motor, no electronics. It was just the rolling chassis and a body. I actually gave him two bodies. But I gave him that, and he traded me, that for this. So I gave him the Rustler, he gave me the boat. And the boat, like I said, it's been sitting for a long time. And I checked a lot of it, and a lot of it still works. There are some things I have to fix on it. And I'll show you guys that. So if we come over here and look, it's a pretty big boat. It's a Cesa or Cesa, I don't know how you want to pronounce that. Cesa 1882. I believe this boat was like manufactured or sold by ABC Hobbies, because I see that a lot on the boat, like on the motors and other things. I'm not exactly sure, but as you can see, it's orange. It's still got the stickers on it. It was pretty dusty and dirty when I got it. I cleaned it all off, and right now, let me take the back off. See, there's a clip right here, and then we just lift it off. It's hard to do it with one hand. Lift it off and then slide it out of there. Okay, so there's the top. The top comes off, which is cool. This is my first boat. I've never had a boat like this before. And see, down in here, the receiver was sitting here, and then the speed control was here, and then you got the two servos. This servo here that doesn't have a horn on it went through here, and it turned the little steering rods, which would turn the rudder back here, which I've taken all this off. And then this one controlled the speed control, and that's because the speed control, instead of it being digital, it was an analog speed control, which is really weird. I hope you guys can see this. And the plug right here is a female plug, and all the batteries I have are female, so I can't put female to female, so I don't know. I'll have to get a new plug, or I'll get a whole new speed control. I'll probably get a digital one with like a fan to keep it cool when it's, the top's on the boat and all that. Right here, the motors. I'm trying to keep this in the light. They're M and Y tune-up motor 700 RST stock, and if you can see it, it says ABC Hobby right here, made in Japan. I looked these motors up, and according to online, they are 27 turn motors, and they can spin up to about 10,000 or 12,000 RPM, somewhere around there. At least up to 10,000 or 12. I can't remember. I think it was like 10. But yeah, they're both 27 turns. They both work. Since this boat was sitting for so long, I didn't know if they were going to work. Both these servos also work. This one here, it's kind of like glitchy. Like it turns not as smooth as this one. This one turns just fine. This one will turn and then kind of jump and stuff. So it might be some of the teeth in there, or maybe the motor and the servos messed up. I don't know. Here is the receiver that was like down in here. And I don't know what they put on it. I don't know if it was like plastic dipped or something, but it had some coating on it. And it says on there BEC, PCM receiver, 75 megahertz. It's not a very good receiver. Plus, I don't have a remote that will probably bind to this, so I don't know what I'll do with that. Here's like this rear piece, part of the stabilizer or whatever it's called. Let me find the. Here's where that piece I just showed you hooks in here and then turns. And I'll show more of this stuff as I fix this boat. I need to find one of these. Let me grab it. Come on, get out of there. One of these. This piece right here basically goes in this hole. And when the rudder the motor spinning this thing, and then it turns. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm sure if you guys are into RC cars and you're watching this, you know what this thing is for the most part and how it works. But I need a new one of these, because if you can see, which you probably can't because this camera sucks, it's kind of chewed up on one side. On both the sides, there's two sides. One of the sides is chewed up, and this one side is chewed up. So I need a new one of these, but I don't know where to find it. It's about 2 inches long, and I think this thing's called a U-joint. And then it's got a flat spot in it where your pinion grub screw grabs in there, or your set screw, whatever you want to call it. So I need a new one of those. And then I also need to fix a few cracks. There's only a couple cracks. If you can see right here, there's a crack there, and it starts from about there and goes about to where my finger is now. It's not very big. And then there's a crack over here. You probably really can't see this, it's probably really dark, but there's a crack about, if you see where the E and the S is, there's a crack about that big, and it's right where this flat part joins this like flat part here in the corner, and that's about 2 inches long too, maybe 2.5 inches. But I can get into here, and if I can get like a silicone and hook a hose to the end of it, like a clear tube, I can get the caulking or the silicone or whatever I use into there, and then I can reach my hand in there and smooth it into the crack. That's one idea, you know. But there's ways to fix it. It's just those two cracks. Get a better speed control. Get that little output shaft thingy right here. Let me see if I can do this. See, this goes into here. And when this is turning while this is spinning, it allows it to, work. But right here, when it's turned this way, it's like wanting to pop out. So I need a new one of these, if you guys can see that. So if anybody knows where you can get something like that, let me know, because I've been looking online like for hours, and I cannot find where I can get that piece. I have come to a conclusion that if I can't find it at all, I can make one. But I don't want to do that. I would like to find one that's either that same exact piece or similar to it, and just be able to put it all back together and seal all this up and stuff. Possibly get new rubber boots, because that one looks ripped there. But yeah, everything else seems to be good though. It's a pretty old boat, but other than a few cracks and a few things that need to be tuned up, I think this thing's not, can't think of the word, but yeah, it's a possibility that it will run again, is what I'm trying to say. There was another word I was thinking of, but I can't think of what it is. But anyways, I just wanted to show this really quick. This is a boat that I just got, and I hope to get it on the water soon, because it looks like fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or any answers to my questions, let me know that down in the comments below. And yeah, try to steer me in the right direction. Give me some links to some websites if you can. If not, that's cool. Thanks for watching anyways. I hope you guys like this boat, and I'll try to keep you guys up to date. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.